Hello, Maurieo Vlogs number 189, Hirini. Hello, welcome. Well, we're working under a bit of a jury rig today. My main computer is with IT getting a new program installed on it. So I'm working up on my backup computer and my phone. So things will be a little bit different, but I think we'll cover the same ground. Well, I had a pretty exciting day today, so much material, but only one story, main story of the day. So I was driving from home down the river road towards Chartwell side of Hamilton, or just before Horatau or round about that area, I saw a chap walking down the side of the road with the backpack on and two walking sticks. But they weren't the usual walking sticks. They were sort of different. I thought they were manuka sticks, actually. And the guy was dressed a little bit differently to the usual touristy backpackers that we see walking with their aluminium alpine sticks, as they do, increasingly more as it happens. So I just made a note of it and carried on. And then I went about my business, probably 2 or 3 hours, 4 hours in Hamilton. And I had a night class tonight, so I decided I'd pop into the base and just have a bit of a Peter pit, just to fuel the engine before the class. And so I was in there, and as I was leaving, I saw this chap sitting at a table having a bit of a feed. And curiosity got the better of me, so I went up and asked him if he'd walked all the way there, and he said yes, he had. And then I said, well, I've got a bit of he explained to me what he's doing, and he's actually walking the length of New Zealand. And I said, well, I've got this bit of a YouTube thing I do. Would you mind, recording a bit of a video? And he said, yeah, he did. And so I've got that coming up next, and what a great chap he is. He's walking the length of New Zealand, and he sort of doing it a good way. And interesting point, turns out the poles were not made of manuka, but they were flax sticks made out of the flax thing. So they were incredibly light. They were marvellously light. You remember the old flax things? We used to make little canoes and things out of them. So watch this video for this guy Hirini, and I wish him well on his trip, and hopefully other people, other YouTubers or different things will pick up on his story, and we'll hear more about him as he progresses down the country. So cheers, and good luck with the journey. Awesome. I've met this guy. I passed him at Horatau, or around Horatau, and now I've met him here at the base, and he's walking the length of the North Island, or the North and South?
Both islands.
Kia ora, greetings to whoever's looking and watching this. I'm walking from the top of the North Island of New Zealand down to the bottom for 3 key reasons. One is for the protection of our water. 2, it's the time of the returning of spirit, of wairua, becoming a lot more aware of your inner spirit as well as your outworld. And the third one is the prevention of any outbreak of World War III. We have to be conscious now and ensure that we can walk the walk of peace. And so that's my cheers. And this lovely man, he recognized me, so Loretta. And
it'll be very good for the... I should do some more, I think.
Yep, he's lost weight.
Today's background is of a New Zealand walking legend from way back. This guy walked the length of New Zealand and climbed various mountains in his 80s and lived to be 100, I think, or certainly came close. And he was a well-known publisher of books, a legend, this guy. So if you know who he is or can work out who he is, put his name in the comments below. We're working under jury rig, as I say. So the answer to yesterday's background was, of course, Sonny Terry, the famous American blues singer. I'll have the Hall of Fame up and running again, hopefully tomorrow, if not the next day, and we can get everything up to date. But in the meantime, we'll have to go with what we've got here. So this guy here, a legend, New Zealand walking legend, if you can put his name in the comments below. Well, that brings a pretty exciting day to an end, and something a wee bit different. The first time I've actually interviewed someone I've never met previously or known. So really want to thank Hirini for being such a good subject and just allowing me to do that. I'm not, as I said to him, I'm not an outgoing sort of person, so sort of a bit of a first for me. It was very interesting, but turned out really well, and such an exciting guy. I hope he really does well and draws some attention to his feat, because it is it's a great thing that he's doing, and just showing to people what can be done, and it must be really good for the health. And such a welcoming chap. I really enjoyed meeting with him, and I hope that it inspires me to meet with more people, and I hope that he gets some good recognition for what he did, or for what he's doing. Today's vlogs is sort of a bit different to what I've done previously, and we keep evolving. So I hope that everyone enjoyed it and get some out of it. Today's background, I've done that a little bit differently, but I hope you can guess who the guy is, and see the parallels between perhaps a legend in the making. So all good. Cheers. See you.